In a homecoming environment, NC State gave Georgia Tech their first loss of the season, and the crowd was going crazy. Lenovo Center had a Halloween atmosphere, and despite having 6 injured players, the Carolina Hurricanes dominated the New York Islanders. So, Coach, you guys went on a 9-0 run to get back into this game. How did that happen? Talk about that process. In a game that came down to the wire, NC State got their first home loss against Kansas in overtime, and head coach Will Wade said lack of execution was a key reason why. After a road loss to Miami, NC State got back into the win column with a win over Florida State. Now, watching this game, you saw the Pack throw the ball well. They had great stops on defense and on special teams. Roseville High School lived to see another day after beating Apex Friendship on the road in OT. The Carolina Hurricanes took their first win of the season versus the New Jersey Devils. Now, the last time these two teams faced each other was last year in the playoffs, where Carolina won in 5 games. UNC saved its most complete game of the year so far for their fans in Chapel Hill. The Tar Heels get a visit from the Richmond Spiders, but it was UNC spinning a web early on. NC State's men's basketball hasn't had that tough of a challenge to start the year. Before tonight, they were averaging 106 points per game, but that all changed tonight when VCU came to town and gave the Pack their best. Once again, Darian Williams puts on a show for his team earlier in the game. Williams hits the 3 from downtown and could not be stopped. Williams had 28 points in this one. For 3 quarters, Georgia Tech controlled the Pop-Tarts Bowl, but BYU had other plans, scoring 15 unanswered points in the 4th quarter to pull off a stunning 25-21 comeback victory.
Overall, I felt like got ourselves in a rough spot, unfortunately, but we've been in that position before, and I think the goal is to not be there in 26. Is to try to find ways to get ahead, or maybe play with the same type of urgency from the beginning and carry it on 60 minutes.
The Yellow Jackets did run the ball effectively with 131 total rushing yards. It had help from running back Malachi Hosley, who had 11 carries for 63 yards. In his final game of his college career, quarterback Haynes King had 270 total passing yards for 2 touchdowns, and his head coach has big hopes for his future.
I've had the opportunity to coach a lot of really good football players and be around a lot of really good quarterbacks, and the ability to affect others in such a positive way. In multiple ways he does it.
I'm going to go train and try to get an opportunity to play in the NFL and see where that takes me, and then try to play as long as I can, and after that I'm always going to be around the game of football.
In the second half, Georgia Tech struggled on 3rd down with only converting 2 of 8. That's 25%. BYU forced 2 big turnovers, including an interception made by Evan Johnson that happened on 4th and 10 with 14 seconds to go in the game that sealed the deal for the Cougars and made them Pop-Tart Bowl champions.
Something didn't go right with technique. Got beat. That happens at corner. But I was really just thinking about the next play after that. It came to me. Coach Hill gave a great call, and I got my opportunity to go make a play, and had a play like that Texas Tech that I didn't go get. So my only thought in my mind in that moment was to go get that ball, and that's what I did.
Well, even though they have won the bowl game, Coach Santaki said that his Cougars still have work to do as they go into the offseason. Reporting in Orlando, I'm Shimei Cook. The Carolina Hurricanes honored and celebrated a 5-year-old who survived a devastating diagnosis, and her mother wants people to know that it was her daughter's consistent fight and love for the team that helped her get through a hurricane of her own. Though 5-year-old Holly Carter is unable to speak, she is still able to show her love for the Carolina Hurricanes.
She loves the energy, she loves the Canes.
Holly is a survivor of stage 4 Burkitt lymphoma and was invited by the team to sit in the Stahl Family Foundation suite during their game against the Minnesota Wild. They wanted to celebrate her big milestone.
We can't thank everybody enough for doing this and being here with us and enjoying this moment with us.
Kane Senator Jordan Stahl and his family created the foundation to support children battling cancer, something Holly's mom, Kelsey, is grateful for.
It means so much for the Canes and for Stahl family to be doing this for us. It's amazing for us to be able to have this experience and create these amazing memories with our daughter.
Through her daughter's cancer journey, Kelsey says she's gained more patience, which has helped her stay strong for Holly.
I've seen so many things along this journey. Do not underestimate these kids because they will put on a fight for dear God. I mean, I've never seen anything like it, honestly. It's a miracle.
The Canes may play on the ice, but Holly's story proves the warmest moments happen off it. If you would like to learn more about Holly's story and how to support the Stahl Family Foundation, you can visit our website, cbs17.com. And those are your sports. Bye-bye.